Back in January, New Hampshire's Jeanne Shaheen and 13 other Democrats voted in support of Mike Pompeo as he was confirmed as CIA director, saying at the time, quote, his strong condemnation of Russian aggression gives me confidence that he can step into that role and effectively lead the CIA. Yet now Shaheen is undecided tonight on Pompeo and has even indicated that she may indeed vote no. Joining me now, Congressman Pete King, a New York Republican who serves on the House Intelligence Committee and as chairman of the Counterterrorism and Intel Subcommittee. Congressman, good to have you here tonight. What did you think of what you saw in there tonight? And do you think that Mike Pompeo will ultimately be approved?
Yeah, let me tell you, what was most reassuring is I have tremendous faith in Mike Pompeo. He's smarter and he's tougher than all those guys. So in the end, yeah, he's going to win. But it's really bad for the country. It's bad for our country's morale to see those type of tedious questions, really inane questions, showboating questions being asked. We have a lot of serious issues in the world. We can have honest debate on both sides of them. There's no easy answers to Syria. There's no easy answers to terrorism. I mean, I have strong views on them, Mike Pompeo does, but I'm the first to tell you, these are not easy decisions to come to. That's what he should be questioned about, not these other questions, which are just cheap shots from the bleachers.
You know, I mean, I think there are some genuine concerns here about whether or not he could be approved. I mean, Democrats want to use this opportunity to protect the legacy of the Iran deal, which they believe he would like to overturn. They've got till May 12th for the next certification by the president of that deal. Rand Paul is a no. John McCain is said to be a no if he were to vote in this. And you've got obviously a lot of Democrats who are saying that they may not. So when you add up the numbers, what's your honest take?
I think, again, he could have a problem getting out of the committee, even though Bob Caucus, he's somewhat confident. But if it gets to the Senate floor, and it should go to the Senate floor no matter what, then to me, Mike Pompeo will get enough Democrats, especially those in red states who are running this year. And I think they will vote, and they should vote, for Mike Pompeo. But he shouldn't have to go through this. And not because I'm a Republican and Mike is a Republican or I serve with him on the Intelligence Committee, because he's able, he's smart, he's tough, and these are dangerous times. And we should be sending a signal to the world that whether or not Democrats agree with President Trump, they realize he has the right to put his own person in, so long as that person is qualified and strong, and that's what Mike Pompeo is. So this is really a wasted opportunity by the Democrats. If they were really serious, they'd ask him real tough questions, not this stuff.
I mean, we'll see if he gets out of the committee, but it was 40 years ago was the last time somebody passed a vote, got through that process when they weren't approved in the committee. And John Bolton managed to pull it off by a recess appointment under President Bush. So we'll see what happens, because you've got also the Gina Haspel nomination to replace him at CIA, and also some pushback on John Bolton, who obviously didn't need congressional approval for his position. But this feeling among Democrats, and then, Rand Paul for his own reasons, that this represents a much more hawkish perspective for the president.
Well, again, he is the president, he is the commander-in-chief, and he has the right to choose his foreign policy team. And quite frankly, I mean, I would be on the same side as Mike Pompeo on these issues, but even if I weren't, I would still hope I would vote for him, because he is qualified, he is honest, he has an extensive career in the military, in the House of Representatives, on the Intelligence Committee. He's done an outstanding job, really, in rebuilding the morale of the CIA and also making it a much more effective intelligence gathering force than it was under John Brennan. So, no, I think that Mike Pompeo should be confirmed. If he's not, well, firstly, he will be. I don't even want to get into that. Mike Pompeo will, in the end, be confirmed, because the American people will see the ability that he has, and they will see that they don't want Democrats blocking it for partisan purposes.
All right. Congressman Peter King, always good to see you. Thank you, sir. Good to have you here tonight.